Hello students, welcome to class 6th subject history. Today we are going to deal with the first chapter prehistory and history. Have you heard the word museum? What is museum? A museum is a place where things discovered from the past are kept carefully. Have you ever been to a museum and wondered about the people who crafted the wonderful sculptures, paintings, and pottery kept there? Or have you ever gone for a trip to some old fort and wanted to know more about the people who built and lived in those huge forts? It is our desire to know more about those who lived before us that leads us to study history. Now, in this chapter, we are going to study about prehistory and history. What is prehistory? Prehistory means before history. It refers to the era or period when man had not invented writing. Hence, there are no written records of this period. When we say no records of this period, how do we come to know about prehistory? Prehistory has different sources. That is, first one, archaeological source, and second one is oral tradition. Now, what is oral tradition? Oral traditions is a stories handed down from generation to generation by word of mouth. Oral tradition is a rich source of information for historians. In India, the Vedas, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, and the Puranas were handed down orally for hundreds of years till they were finally written down much later. Dance and music in India also have a strong oral traditions with ragas and dance mudras being passed on almost unchanged from teacher to student. Oral sources tell us a lot about times to which they belong. What is archaeology? Archaeology is the study of ancient things. It is the study of physical remains of the past. Ancient cities and villages are often buried under the soil, water, and volcanic ash. These places are called archaeological sites, are carefully excavated by the archaeologist. The archaeologists study the artifacts and fossils they find in these sites to understand the ancient past better. Now, what are those artifacts? Artifacts are such as tools, weapons, pottery, toys, ornaments, and other things used in the ancient times have been uncovered at the archaeological sites all over the world. Archaeologists conduct scientific tests to determine how old these artifacts are. They study and compare their shapes, size, and patterns to understand how people lived in the past. Now, what are fossils? Sometime when animals die, their bones or parts of them get fixed in rocks or ice. These remains or impressions these dead bodies leave are called fossils. Archaeologists use fossils as an important evidence of life in the past. For instance, fossils help archaeologists to understand which animals were tamed in prehistoric times and which were wild. This is how we know that dogs were tamed almost 12,000 years ago. Now, how do they fix the date? Objects carefully collected by the archaeologist are first sent to laboratories. Here tests are conducted. An important method is used by the archaeologist is known as carbon dating. In this method, the amount of carbon trapped in bones or potsherds, broken pieces of pottery, is studied in order to understand how old the objects are. Dear students, till now we studied about prehistory and the two sources of prehistory, that is archaeology and oral tradition. Now let us study about what is history. What is history? History is the written account of the past events. They are documented accounts, manuscripts, inscriptions, monuments and coins. These are the some examples of written evidence. Handwritten records are called manuscripts. Before people learned to make paper, they wrote on dried palm leaves, the bark of trees and parchment. Parchments are the dry skin of the sheep or goat. These manuscripts were often written in languages that are not in common use now, such as Classical Greek, Latin in Europe, and Pali and Sanskrit in India. Religious writings provide valuable information about the social structures, the political system, and the religious beliefs of the people of the time they were composed in. And secular writings tell us about the important information regarding the administrative structure and the social condition of the people during this period. Accounts of travelers means the books and accounts of the traveler who visited India during the reign of the kings and the activities what the kings were doing. They were recorded by these visitors. What is inscription? Inscriptions are writings carved on a hard surfaces like metal, stone walls, rocks and pillars. The stone edicts of Ashoka are perhaps the most famous Indian inscription that historians ever found. They tell us great deal about the king, the people and the religious and social life in India during his reign. Coins and seals. Coins also have important story to tell us about history. Like the coins that we use today, many ancient coins also had pictures and words on both the sides. They depicted battle scenes, court scene and figures of gods and goddesses and the faces of kings and queens. The study of coins is known as numismatic. Monuments. Archaeologists sometimes find the remains of ancient buildings that have been buried and forgotten. There are, however, many ancient buildings of historical importance and places of worship that have not been buried underground. Such buildings that still remain today are called monuments. One of the most important things in the study of history is learning how to recognize dates of significant events. The key term used in history are decades, a period of 10 years, century, a period of 100 years, and millennium, a period of 1000 years. To be able to locate an event in time, dates are used. Traditionally, the birth of Christ was used as a point from which years were numbered in history. The years before birth of Christ were labeled as BC, and years after birth of Christ were labeled as AD, Anno Domini, meaning in the year of our Lord in Latin. These days we use the terms CE, which means Common Era, and BCE, which means before Common Era. This system is taught to be the more neutral way of writing dates, acceptable to people of all religions. An important thing to keep in mind with date is in the period before Christ's birth, years are counted backwards. That is, the year 200 BCE comes after the 500 BCE on the timeline. Dear students, before we conclude the chapter, let's revise once again. The study of human past is broadly divided into two parts, prehistory and history. Prehistory is an account of events that happened before people learned how to write, and history is a written account of people, places, and events of the past. The main sources of prehistory are archaeology and oral history. Archaeologists conduct tests on excavated objects to find out their age. The sources of history are written records, inscriptions, coins, and monuments. To indicate dates in history, terms like BCE, CE are used.